So you think that machine learning is cool and you should also be using it? Right. But you also know that there is no one thing which is a solution for each and everything, right? Including machine learning. Of course, there must be some area where machine learning will work. But will it work to the scenario where you want to use it? Let's talk about that in this video. So for situations like this, there is no set formula, right? There is no formula where you can put in things and say that whether you can use machine learning or not. But I'm gonna share one scenario with you. If you listen to this scenario, it will be very easy for you to understand and decide whether you want to use machine learning in your problem statement or not. So here is the scenario. Here is how it plays like. Let's assume that you are an entrepreneur and you decided to come up with an e-commerce company which is going to sell mobile phones across the world. Maybe I can say that you want to become the Amazon of mobile phones. Fine, you started your code and you come up with a conclusion that the younger population, you are going to suggest them iPhone, maybe 25 years or less than that, and the persons who are more than 25, you are going to suggest them laptops. So far so good. You launched your product and you get feedback after some time, and when you got the feedback, you decided that you have to change your code so that you can reflect the new reality. Of course, people with above 25 years of age, you are going to suggest them laptop, but between 25 to 35, you are going to suggest them budget laptops, and above 35, you are going to suggest them premium laptop. Just imagine these data, okay? I am also imagining these data to explain the scenario to you. These are not real data. Now you have shipped your second release, right? People are using it, and after some time, you get some more data. And by looking at those data, you came to a conclusion that, okay, you know what? The younger people whom I am suggesting iPhone, but most of the iPhones are being sold in North American market or European market. In Asian markets, people are preferring Android phone. So far so good. You go ahead and change your code, and then you included new conditions saying that if somebody is visiting your app or site from North American market or European market, you are going to suggest them iPhones, but if somebody is visiting from Asian markets, you are going to suggest them Android. So far so good. After some time, you get some more data, and after looking at that data, you also come to a conclusion that, okay, people in Asian market are preferring Android phone, but it doesn't mean that they are not buying iPhone. Maybe in less amount, but they are buying iPhones. Then you come up with a conclusion that, okay, you know what, let's create a ratio of, let's say, 3 to 7, where you are going to suggest 3 out of 10 time iPhone and 7 out of 10 time Android phone, because this is the ratio you concluded from your data. Again, this is not a real data, guys. Okay, now I'll stop over here, but I can sense that you can see the problem with this approach, right? The problem is that the permutation and combination will be so immense, there will be so many possibilities that you will gonna end up tired writing all those permutation combination, and it is, I can even say that, humanly not possible to include all the permutation combinations in the code. The worst thing is that you need your code to be shipped in real time, because by the time your code shipped, the market situation might change, right? Assume that you are writing your code today, testing tomorrow, deploying in a next week, and it goes to the customer in 2 weeks. That's the shortest lead time you can think of. But in between that, some news came, okay, about some phones or some electronic gadget, which either increases the interest in some particular phone or decreases the interest in some particular phone. If that happens, you'll again have to change your code, because you have written your code based on the scenario whatever that was few days back, right? So in these kind of scenarios, you need machine learning, where permutation combination are exponential, and you need to apply the learnings in the real time. Okay, these are the two conditions on which you should use machine learning. Now these two conditions should meet. Okay, even if you have multiple permutation combination, you can use some different kind of data analytics to be able to get out some data and apply that in your code. Okay, If it is not dynamic, if it is not changing in runtime, probably you do not need machine learning. There are two things, guys. There is one thing called data analytic, there is one thing called machine learning. Data analytic can be considered as part of machine learning, but data analytic doesn't require machine learning part of it. You can use the analytic to come up with the best possible data about which you can write your software, your team can write the software. So in my opinion, whether you must use machine learning or not based on these two criteria and solely these two criteria. First, high number of permutation combinations and things are changing in real time. You do not need machine learning for static things and things where conditions are less, right? You need for more permutation combination and with dynamic behavior where things are changing in near real time. Okay friends, thanks a lot. I hope and believe that I was able to answer the question whether you should use machine learning in your problem or not. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. Till the next time we meet. Good day, goodbye. You take care.